Here we are again in our next chapter of conversation. Thank you very much for coming to speak with me. It's a great privilege.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So you're over here to receive your honorary fellowship of the Wolston College. Could you tell us what does that mean to the average person?
I guess, I don't know, but I guess it's because I've been doing quite a bit in terms of contributing to the nature,
yeah,
and also preserving the heritages up in Himalaya.
Yes.
That has been my passion, ever since I was very young. I was very, very fond of doing that.
Yeah.
And plus, of course, I'm very fond of introducing the people the eco-friendly way of living, and that is very much. I think all these small, so-called small contribution, what I have been doing up in Himalaya, apparently became quite a big contribution, I would say. So I think that is one of the reasons, and maybe there should be many other reasons. But
why do you think you've been naturally drawn to help nature and to help people understand the connection?
You said it very correctly. That's to start with. I was really naturally I was doing it. It's like a passion,
mm-hmm.
and my desire, so to speak,
mm-hmm.
and sometimes I feel also like my enjoyment, that sort of thing, very, very natural, very natural. But then at the end, not at the end, but of course recently, let's say maybe 10 years ago, I was also saying to myself, hey, people should be copying this kind of contribution. People should be really I wouldn't say copying, but people should really be inspired.
Yes.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Yes.
You yourself alone may not be able to do that much.
Yes.
Even though, of course, you are enjoying doing it, you are really taking the drive, but at the same time, you should really be encouraging people to do it. So then I started to tell people, say, hey, would you like to join me? Would you like to work like this? Because the world is suffering. And nature is suffering. And also, of course, the culture and all these things, all these beautiful things are dying. And it's never come back, never will come back. Mm-hmm. Then I started to work more aggressively.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And more aggressive in the sense that, I started to calling people.
Mm-hmm.
And say, join. So, of course, my bicycles, for instance, my bicycle tour, first few tours was joined by 20 people or 30, 40. But then now it becomes 1,000, several thousand, It becomes
Yes. Yes.
like that, big group,
yes.
Which is very good. But still, I don't feel that it's enough. It has to really be encouraging almost the entire world, globally speaking, really, so that the world will change into a beautiful place to live for generations and generations to come.
Yeah.
So of course we should really be contributing in that way,
yeah.
rather than just doing a very small scale.
How can we encourage the other 7 billion people to get involved? Because that if we can nail that, then you're absolutely right. We will change.
I think I have to be optimistic about it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be really working till the end of the breath.
Yes.
I have to be working, and I will never. And also from a Buddhist point of view, there is more lives to come.
Mm-hmm.
Incarnations, more lives to come.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, lives and lives will be dedicated for the people,
yes.
and for the environment and for others.
Yeah.
So therefore, I will be dedicating myself forever.
Yeah.
Not till the.
Sorry to cut you in, but there's a wonderful opportunity there, isn't there? Because in the West we don't really believe as fully as
not only in the West, but in the East also. There are many people who don't believe
Okay,
that.
but if one understands that this life is simply another page to the next life,
that's it.
And we keep coming back, then of course we would preserve
that's
our planet's
true. This
future.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, not only for our children, but for ourselves, who are the children.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So how can we? So really, it seems to me that that's perhaps the message that we should be spreading, is that you're going to be coming back here to actually experience what it is that you've made happen.
I will, for sure.
It feels to me as if there is a shift in consciousness, that people are becoming higher in their vibration naturally, particularly in the West. There's more people practicing yoga. There's more people living from heart and love. There's businesses that are becoming more sustainable and being nurturing to their supply chains and to people and planet. Does it feel to you, as a leader and as the role that you're living in this lifetime, does it feel to you that consciousness across the whole of humanity is shifting?
Obviously, I can feel that there is some changes. There is some changes, which is quite optimistic, I would say. Yes, of course, yoga and all the practices, and they're doing, and this especially the awareness that they are really sort of establishing in their head is getting something. It's really something. But I think still we really have to change the educational system in this world overall. It's not only just a religious kind of thing and a spiritual thing and all these things, but just general education system needs to be changed, needs to be designed designed in a way that will save the environment, save the world. So it's the education, that kind of education that I'm talking about is just kind of education that gives you the constructive attitude rather than the destructive attitude. That is the thing, not just education. There are many types of education, as you know. And we all are doing pretty well in that sense, you know. You are very well educated. I'm quite well educated also in that way. And of course, many people are very well educated in this age, you know. No one is really uneducated, I think. Everybody is educated. But they don't know how to really live to love. They just live to hate, live to destroy, live to kill, and live to abuse. That's not right.
No, of course.
Whatever the education you have really be achieved are wasted. I mean, in a way. Because you are not living in this world to love. So the love, the genuine love, unconditional love, the taking care of others, the you know, like a humanitarian kind of a attitude, definitely needs to be developed.
Why do you feel that human beings en masse, because obviously some of us are trying to live and be love, why do you think en masse, if it's the most natural state of a human being to live love, why are we so unbalanced as a race? Education, you've mentioned.
That's true.
But if it's in our innate, if it's our true nature to be love, what are we disconnected from?
No, it is very much how do you say, disturbed and discontinued, disconnected from the nature.
Disconnection.
That is the reason.
Yeah.
We all are disconnected from the nature. We are very far from the nature. So that is the education that I'm talking about. We have to go back to the nature and find out what is the nature. What is the nature? Who am I? So if I know who I am, then I will know that how important to respect you. But right now, as it is right now, I don't know who am I, who I am, what I am really looking for.
So your teachings are that if one can reconnect with nature through, for example, your yatra, you're cycling through nature, or just being
That's
out.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that I absolutely agree.
These are external nature.
Yes.
The
yeah.
trees and plants and mountains, beautiful suns and moon.
Mm.
Yes, these are sun and moon, and all these things are very, very beautiful. But that's the external nature. But the nature, some of the nature, very important nature, is inside, inner nature,
Yes.
which is also has to be contacted.
Yes.
How do you say? Disconnected
Disconnected.
is no good.
Mm.
You have to have the connection, very strong connection, up in the head.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's obviously part of the Buddhist.
That's part of the Buddhist and
practice.
also the nature. It
Yeah.
is very much the spirituality. And it is really, even if you don't want to speak about the spirituality or religion.
Oh no, I love spirituality. I'm there with
No,
you.
no, no. I mean, I'm talking about a man.
Generally, yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
If a man doesn't want to talk about spirituality, they don't believe in spirituality, they don't believe in religion, doesn't matter. I also can sort of happily go with this guy, definitely.
Yes,
Okay, if you
yes.
don't believe in a religion, neither do I.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Yes.
I can happily be with this guy.
Yeah.
Something that you can't avoid. For example, what you said it was very correctly. The love is the nature that we all want.
The true nature. Yeah.
True nature. And also we all want, including the trees and plants, including everything, like animals,
Yeah.
small insects. They all want love.
Yeah.
They are hungry for love. And we all know that. And what is the reason why you don't care? You asked me just a while ago.
Yeah.
That is really very,
Yes.
very valuable
Yeah.
question.
And it comes full loop. You're back to education. So if within education, whether it's parenting or school
That's
or,
it.
or church
That's
or
it.
whatever it might
Yeah.
be, if we were taught
Yep.
to live love,
That's it.
then we'd have a very different.
That's what
we'd
I'm
have a very
saying.
different
Yes,
society.
that's what I'm saying.
So okay, so the big question is that our leaders, not obviously within certain parts of the world, but predominantly the most powerful leaders do not seem to be resonating, living,
No.
teaching, experiencing love.
No,
It's war, hate,
no.
control,
That's it.
power, greed,
It's very sorry.
economics, the whole
Very
thing.
sad.
So how are we going to change and get the script flipped and live from the other side?
That's very sad. What you said was very sad, yes, actually. And I don't think that should be a reason why you have to be feeling pessimistic. These leaders, powerful leaders, they can be a very destructive, and they can be really like a what do you call that, disaster. They're causing disasters in the world. But we have a solution. We don't have to change these guys, but we can change the people, the grassroots, the peoples. And the people gives them the chair.
It's true. It's true. They've been voted in by...
That's what I'm saying. They are there because of the people, not because of anybody. They didn't come with the chair.
So what you're essentially saying is that each individual needs to take responsibility for themselves, begin to connect with
That's
their
what I'm
true
saying. Yeah,
nature,
that's it.
their true love, and then live
Yeah.
to love,
Yeah.
and that then will wash
That's
over
what I'm saying.
their
We
friends,
don't have to
family.
worry about all these powerful leaders
Good.
that much.
Good.
Like we have 100 people. So 100 people, for example, 100 people are doing positive things, except one. Means 99 people are doing very positive things, but one guy is very powerful and he's very negative. He will not have any way to sort of to stand by himself, because 99 people are very positive, goes against to his this thing, to his power or whatever, to his negativity. So this is what should be making people very optimistic.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Because.
And also, there's a very good reason to be happy. Also, we all will be happy. You know, because there's no need to be really be feeling very sorry all the time. We moan, you know, say, "Oh, this world is terrible."
I can't imagine you moaning.
Yeah, but
I can't see it.
Yeah, but that this world is very bad, you know.
Yeah,
Somebody,
yeah,
I've got television. If you
yeah.
watch a television, that's always a sad news
Absolutely.
all the time.
Yeah.
But yes, okay, television, whatever television says, but you know, the philosophically speaking, or really the practically speaking, you don't really need to be sad. Being sad doesn't really contribute any positivity in the world. So instead of being sad, be positive.
Yes. Okay. So we focus on love.
That's it.
We be positive.
That's it.
And then we live the change and inspire everybody else.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a real pleasure.
Yeah.